Ben & Jerry's Marshmallow Sky. I know exactly what you're thinking. Some of you may not even heard of this flavor. I had, but forgot about it. So here's a quick story. Obviously fresh packed, hand packed pint, a sneak peek. So the very kind people down at Ben & Jerry's in Atlanta had me down to do a little video shoot. Can't give away too many details. You'll see the video at some point. A little promotional video for their vegan flavors. Enough about that. So I drove down one night, and for going down and having me down, they finally gave me some swag. Ben & Jerry's, nice. And and it even says, oh, you can't read it, maybe staff. Like, got a staff shirt. Yeah, got a new job, you know. Anyway, and they also sent me back with a pint for driving down. And I was like, I've had most of these, like I think all, but this one, Marshmallow Sky, it's only available in scoop shops. So I'm gonna let you know if it's worth your time. Driving, you know, some of you have a lengthy drive. I do, it's like 45 minutes. But it's before I show you again, it's a marshmallow ice cream with a marshmallow swirl and gobs of chocolate chip cookie dough and chocolate chip cookie dough. See a little peek here? Obviously the blue, trying to, you know, replicate the sky. That's why it's blue. And then you can see the white marshmallow swirl and the chocolate cookie dough and the chocolate chip cookie dough. Chocolate chip cookie dough and chocolate chip cookie dough. It gets wordy. Anyways, let's dig right into the base. Obviously, you know, I don't know that I can remember them doing a straight up marshmallow base. I can't think of one right off. Somebody let me know if there is. Obviously, very sweet. Anything marshmallow, sweet, right? I mean, there's not much to say about it. It's the creamy, dense, definitely premium ice cream. Same consistency as usual. This has been tempering a few minutes. But I guess the way I can break this down is it's not as sweet. So let's just go ahead and incorporate the swirl into it. I don't have a lot of the swirl. I'll let you know if I see more as we dig down. But it's their typical marshmallow swirl. It's like fluff out of the jar when you make a fluffernutter sandwich or whatever you do with your marshmallow fluff. So I want to talk about that with the base because that is, here goes a little bit down the side, up here. The swirl is significantly, scratch that, I don't want to say significantly. The swirl is sweeter than the base. The base is still sweet, but it's not overly sweet. Whereas the marshmallow swirl definitely kicks up the sweetness another notch. And that's probably because, you know, you got your milk, your cream, all that mixed into the base. So it does mellow out the marshmallow a tiny bit. Still, both easily identified as marshmallow, just the swirl is a lot sweeter. I personally would have opted for slightly different mix-ins. I think, I mean, I don't know what exactly, but I know for a fact the regular chocolate chip cookie dough, so the tan pieces, just like your average normal chocolate chip cookie dough, it's obviously sweet. The chocolate chips in them, which you can see a tiny one right here, I mean, they don't do much, they don't pull much chocolate flavor into it. So what you're left with is a brown sugar, like raw cookie dough sweetness. And it's pretty sweet. So we've already got a sweet marshmallow base, a sweet marshmallow swirl, and then we got some more, although a different sweetness, a brown sugar sweetness. It's just a lot of sweetness. The cookie dough itself, it's, you know, it's on par. I'd say it's one of the Ben & Jerry's signature mix-ins. It's gooey, chewy, slightly gritty. It's just like eating raw cookie dough before you bake it in the oven. Some of you probably don't even bake it, you probably eat it raw. It's the same texture and plenty of it to go around. Then we have the chocolate chip cookie dough. So cookie dough just made with chocolate. And it's a much better mix-in. It's the best mix-in. It's probably my favorite part of the pint too. So obviously sweet because it is cookie dough, but not as sweet as anything else in this ice cream. It's got a darker more bitter chocolate flavor than it does like a milk chocolate sweetness. So the chocolate really stands out. It has some, you know, some pop behind it. And even though it's still sweet, it kind of helps to tame some of that other sweetness going on throughout the pint. I will say, they're about as abundant as a regular cookie dough, meaning they were both equally present. However, the chocolate chip cookie dough seemed a tad drier, and I mean a tad. I probably wouldn't notice a difference if it was just a chocolate chip cookie dough, but compared with the regular chocolate chip cookie dough, I know it's getting wordy, hang with me. It's a tad more dry. Not bad though, it's not terrible. It's just I noticed it because it almost crumbles. You can kind of see here in this one. It kind of crumbles apart a little bit. And it's still soft, still chewy, still gritty, just not quite as gooey. Very minor complaint though, but hey, that's what I'm here to do. Let me just show you a little more swirl here as I wrap this up. See a little pool of it right there. But, I mean, it's a fun pint. It's, you know, it's eye appeal. I could see kids wanting it just because it's blue. And it's got 2 different types of cookie dough. You know, marshmallow. I mean, it's a fun flavor. Far from their best. I'm glad I tried it. Is it worth going out of your way for? No, I can't say it is. However, if you do ever venture into a shop in the next few months, I don't know how long this lasts, I say give it a sample, maybe even give it a scoop, but I wouldn't drive out of my way for it. With that said, Marshmallow Sky gets a 6 out of 10.